Kamaraj. Kumaraswami Kamaraj was a leader of the INC, widely acknowledged as the kingmaker in Indian politics during the 1960s. He served as INC president for 2 terms, that is 4 years, between 1964 to 1967, and was responsible for the elevation of Lal Bahadur Shastri to the position of Prime Minister of India after Nehru's death and Indira Gandhi after Shastri's death. Kamaraj was the 3rd Chief Minister of Madras state, Tamilnadu, during 1954 to 1963, and a Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, during 1952 to 1954 and 1969 to 1975. He was known for his simplicity and integrity. He played a major role in developing the infrastructure of the Madras state and worked to improve the quality of life of the needy and the disadvantaged. Kamaraj was born on July 15, 1903 in Virudhunagar, Tamil Nadu, to Kumaraswami Nadar and Sivakamiyamal. His name was originally Kamachi, later changed to Kamarajar. His father Kumaraswami was a merchant. Kamaraj had a younger sister named Nigamal. Kamaraj was first enrolled in a traditional school in 1907, and in 1908 he was admitted to Narayana Vidyasalai. In 1909 Kamaraj was admitted in Virudapeta High School. Kamaraj's father died when he was 6 years old. His mother was forced to support the family. In 1914 Kamaraj dropped out of school to support his mother. As a young boy, Kamaraj worked in his uncle's provision shop, and during this time he began to attend public meetings and processions about the Indian Home Rule movement. Kamaraj developed an interest in prevailing political conditions by reading newspapers daily. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre was the decisive turning point in his life. He decided to fight for national freedom and to bring an end to foreign rule. In 1920, when he was 18, he became active in politics. He joined Congress as a full-time political worker. Kamaraj went to jail for 2 years in June 1930 for participating in the Salt Satyagraha. He was released before he served the 2-year sentence as a result of 1931 Gandhia impact. In 1932, Section 144 was imposed in Madras, prohibiting the holding of meetings and organization of processions against the arrest of Gandhi in Bombay. In Virudhunagar, under Kamaraj's leadership, processions and demonstrations happened every day. Kamaraj was arrested again in January 1932 and sentenced to 1 year's imprisonment. In 1933 Kamaraj was falsely charged in the Virudhunagar bomb case. Baradar Julunade and George Joseph argued on Kamaraj's behalf and proved the charges to be baseless. At the age of 34, Kamaraj entered the assembly, winning the Setara seat in the 1937 election. In November 1941, he resigned from this post as he thought he had greater responsibility for the nation. His principle was one should not accept any post to which one could not do full justice. In 1942, Kamaraj attended the All India Congress Committee in Bombay and returned to spread propaganda material for the Quit India movement. The police issued orders to all the leaders who attended this Bombay session. Kamaraj did not want to be arrested before he took the message to all district and local leaders. He decided not to go to Madras and decided to shorten his trip. He saw a large number of policemen waiting to arrest Congress leaders in Arakonam, but managed to escape from the police and went around it, Tanjore, Trichy and Madurai to inform local leaders about the Quit India movement. He reached Virudhunagar after finishing his work and sent a message to the local police that he was ready to be arrested. He was arrested in August 1942. He was under detention for 3 years and was released in June 1945. This was his last prison term. Kamaraj was imprisoned 6 times by the British for his pro-independence activities, that added up to more than 3,000 days in jail. On April 13, 1954, Kamaraj became the Chief Minister of Madras province. To everyone's surprise, Kamaraj nominated C. Subramaniam and Mbhakhthavatsalam, who had contested his leadership, to the newly formed cabinet. As Chief Minister, Kamaraj removed the family vocation-based hereditary education policy introduced by Rajajit. The state made immense strides in education and trade. New schools were, so that poor rural students had to walk no more than 3 kilometers to their nearest school. Better facilities were to existing ones. No village remained without a primary school and no panchayat without a high school. Kamaraj strived to eradicate illiteracy by introducing free and compulsory education up to the 11th standard. He introduced the midday meal scheme to provide at least 1 meal per day to the lakhs of poor school children. Later it was expanded to 4 more schools. This was the precursor to the free new meal schemes introduced by K. Kamaraj in 1960s and expanded by M.G. Ramohandran in the 1980s. He introduced free school uniforms to weed out caste, creed and class distinctions among young minds. During the British regime the education rate was only 7%. But after Kamaraj's reforms it reached 37%. Apart from increasing the number of schools, steps were taken to improve standards of education. To improve standards, the number of working days was increased from 180 to 200. Unnecessary holidays were reduced, and syllabi were prepared to give opportunity to various abilities. Kamaraj and Ishmarameti, governor, took efforts to establish IIT Madras in 1959. Major irrigation schemes were planned in Kamaraj's period. Dams and irrigation canals were built across higher Bhavami, Manimatha, Arauni, Valai, Amaravati, Satanura, Krishnagiri, Palambadi, Parambikulam and Nirira among others. The lower Bhavani Dam in the Rote district brought 207,000 acres of land under cultivation. 45,000 acres of land benefited from canals constructed from the Metara Dam. The Vadai and Satanura systems facilitated cultivation across thousands of acres of lands in Madurai and North Arcot districts respectively. Rupees 30 crores were planned to be spent for Parambikulam River scheme, and 150 lakhs of acres of lands were brought under cultivation. 1/3 of this received a permanent irrigation facility. In 1957 to 1961, 1,628 tanks were desilted under the small irrigation scheme, and 2,000 wells were dug with outlets. Long-term loans with 25% subsidy were given to farmers. In addition, farmers who had dry lands were given oil engines and electric pump sets on an installment basis. Industries with huge investments in crores of rupees were started in his period. Needle Lignite Corporation, BHE Electriki, Menala Refinery, Hindustan Raw Photo Film Factory at 80, Surgical Instruments Factory at Chennai, and a railway coach factory at Chennai were. Industries such as paper, sugar, chemicals and cement took off during the period. Kamaraj remained Chief Minister for 3 consecutive terms, winning elections in 1957 and 1962. Kamaraj noticed that the Congress Party was slowly losing its vigor. On Gandhi Jayanti Day, October 2, 1963, he resigned from the post of the Chief Minister. He proposed that all senior Congress leaders should resign from their posts and devote all their energy to the revitalization of the Congress. In 1963, he suggested to Nehru that senior Congress leaders should leave ministerial posts to take up organizational work. This suggestion came to be known as the Kamaraj Plan, which was designed primarily to dispel from the minds of congressmen the lure of power, creating in its place a dedicated attachment to the objectives and policies of the organization. Six union ministers and 6 chief ministers, including Lal Bahadur Shastri, Jagjivan Ram, Mehra Jagdish, Biju Patnaik and S.K. Patil, followed suit and resigned from their posts. After Nehru's death in 1964, Kamaraj successfully navigated the party through turbulent times. As the president of INC, he refused to become the next prime national politics minister himself, and was instrumental in bringing to power 2 prime ministers, Lal Bahadur Shastri in 1964 and Nehru's daughter Indira Gandhi in 1966. For this role, he was widely acclaimed as the Kingmaker during the 1960s. When the Congress split in 1969, Kamaraj became the leader of the Indian National Congress in Tamil Nadu. The party failed poorly in the 1971 elections amid allegations of fraud by the opposition parties. He remained the leader of INC until his death in 1975. During his tenure as chief minister, when the municipality of Virudhunagar provided a direct water connection to his house in his hometown, Kamarajar ordered it to be disconnected immediately as he did not want any special privileges. He refused to use the Z-level security that was provided to him as the CM of Tamil Nadu and instead travelled with just 1 police patrol vehicle. He did not marry, did not own any property, and was never tempted by power. When he died, he left behind 130 rupees, 2 pairs of sandals, 4 shirts, 4 daughters and a few books. Kamaraj died at his home, on Gandhi Jayanti Day, October 2, 1975, which also that 12th anniversary of his resignation. He was aged 72 and died in his sleep. Kamaraj was awarded India's highest civilian honour, the Bharat Ratna, posthumously in 1976. He is widely acknowledged as Kalvatan's father of education in Tamil Nadu. The domestic terminal of the Chennai airport is named Kamaraj Terminal. Marina Beach Road in Chennai was named as Kamarajar Salai. Legacy North Parade Road in Bengaluru and Parliament Road in New Delhi were renamed after Kamaraj. Madurai Kamaraj University is named in his honor. In 2003, the Government of India released a commemorative coin on his birthday. In 2004, a Tamil language film titled Kamaraj was made based on the life history of Kamaraj. The English version of the film was released on DVD in 2007. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Footprints for more videos.